All right. Well, it's snowing here in East Tennessee. I'm gonna go for a little walk. See how long this lasts. See how cold they get. See how long this service lasts. So, roads are okay right now. Got my gloves on. It's basically 20 degrees. Feels like 2. And so far, did a good job on the streets, sidewalks. Not so much. Kind of a crunchy snow. And we got a little bit of ice on the pond here. This thing you got to be careful about when you're walking because you don't know. It's getting a little deeper over here, and then it goes off to the curb, and you don't know where the curb is. Yeah, I'm like, it's pretty deep. Pretty deep for here. It's like 2 to 3 inches. And you got the snowbanks from the plows. But all right. See if anybody comes in to watch, or am I just talking to myself? So they've plowed a few times already, and they put a lot of stuff too. A lot of salt already on the ground. So, and then, like I said, they plowed a few times, but it started snowing again recently. And yeah, here we are. I said I don't know how far I'm going to go, or how long, because it's a little cold. It's starting to get a little heavier. So we'll see. Renee Collins, hi. How are you? Hopefully you're nice and warm where you guys are, and dry. Yeah, I appreciate it. Decided to just go out and do a snowy walk and talk today. Let's see what this is about. Some snow coming down. I'll stop it there. You guys can check out the snow. Have it come right at us. Yeah, we've got about 3 inches so far since last night, which for a lot of people isn't much, but for where we're at, it shuts everybody down for a week or two. So right now it's about 2 degrees outside. Well, it's 20, but it feels like 2. So I'm just walking. I don't know how long my service is going to last, or my internet connection, or my phone battery, but I figured I'd give it a shot. Let you guys see some snow here as I'm walking around. We go up to the main intersection. You can hear the freeway behind me. There's still a lot of cars going, and they're not slowing down a bit. But you can see the roads are, they've been plowing all night on the roads. Looks like somebody tried doing some of the greenway over here a little bit, but we've been salting the roads for a long time. And we're supposed to have a big storm last week. We got some ice a little bit, so they salted the roads, and we kept prepping. And then nobody talked about this one, and of course this is when you get some accumulation. Yeah, we missed out on the Missed out on the big snow that Nashville got last week. Nashville got a lot of snow and ice. We had a little ice, but not too much. And Nashville's not getting anything from this, but we are getting the snow. So we're probably about 3 inches right now. And was supposed to stop at some point. It did, and then kicked back up again. So I figured I'd come out and say hi. Show everybody the snow. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. See what's going on here. So I apologize for the camera. Every so often I have to move my hands, or I'm walking right now, so it's a little jumpy, but I'll get to a point where I can stop here. Get out of the street. So here there's some icy paths here. So stay away from those. I got gloves on, so I can't turn around and show you my snow-covered self right now, but yeah, a little icy over here, so if I fall, you'll know where to find me. All right, so up around the main strip here, they did a good job plowing it a few times and trying to keep everybody warm. How you doing? Trying to keep warm. Having some fun. There we go. Yeah, Enrique, this is East Tennessee right now. I don't get too specific, but it's East Tennessee. So right in the Smoky Mountains. Now I'll walk down this way a little bit. Yeah. So this is about 3 inches of snow. We get a good amount of snow like once a year. And good amount is about 3 inches. I think last year or the year before, 2024, around this time, we got, I think it was close to like 8 or 9 inches, almost 10 inches of snow. And we were shut down for, I want to say, almost 2 weeks. Businesses were shut. Schools were closed. Because what happens is after it snows, it rains a little bit, and then it gets really cold. So there's like a layer of ice on top. And then we get ice on top of the snow. And the ice doesn't melt for a while. And that's really what the problem is the ice. I grew up in snow. I grew up in winters of getting, 10, 12 inches of snow and still going to school. So driving it's no problem. All this other stuff, but yeah. Yeah, where are you at, Enrique? Where are you at? Obviously, you got a lot more snow. Are you like in Colorado or something? Oh, rains equals snows where we live. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you're probably like, okay, I got you. You got like the monsoons and stuff, a lot of torrential rains all the time. Gotcha. Mullen, USA. I'm not sure where that is. Probably somewhere in the south, somewhere deep south, I guess. But you got a lot of snow everywhere. Yeah, like I said, we get one good snowfall a year. We got a couple dustings already, but nothing that's stuck around. This is one that like it snowed all last night. Woke up this morning and then kind of stopped for a bit and then started back up again and started covering the driveways and stuff like that. So like this was all plowed last night here, and now it's all covered again from just the extra snow. It started up again, but you can see the trees on this side. It's not enough for the trees to be covered. It's just the ground, and I'm in the middle of the street, so let me walk over here. I'm doing well. Thank you for checking in. Just doing a little snowy walk and talk for as long as my face and fingers can handle it. Right now it's 20 degrees outside, but it feels like 2. This is all ice over here. Oh, it's layer ice. This probably hadn't been fully defrosted from a couple days ago because we've been cold for the last few days after we got the ice storm. So we got an ice storm, still had layers of ice places, and then we get snow on top of it. It's going to cause more ice. And I should have wore one of those little face wraps, but I didn't. So, I don't know what you mean. Look at the chat every so often because my phone's getting snowy, but I don't know what you said there, Enrique. All right, this is getting deep over here. And look at these footprints already. Put my foot down. It's going up to my ankle, past my ankle boot. So I think part of this is snow drift. You know, when they plow and stuff. So, well, I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay out, guys. No, I appreciate you hanging around, but I don't really know you, so can't really have you be a mod if I don't know you. I appreciate you asking, though. You come around a lot more, hang out in the chats and participate than, you know, down the line for sure. But yeah, you got to be careful. You can't just pop in people's stuff that you don't know and ask for mod. You know, any creator that is worth anything is not going to give it to you. You might find somebody who's going to give it to you, but you know, I don't really know you, so I don't know if I can trust you. So I already have 2 mods right now. You're the second person that just jumped in recently and asked me for mod. I don't know who you are. It's sort of odd. The temperature is 2 degrees right now. So I head on back where I was earlier. There's the sun up there. And yeah. You hear the snow on the feet. Yeah, it's weird, man. I'm trying to walk in all my footprints that I walked out in, so I don't dig myself even deeper in a hole. But these are all my footprints over here. I'm just not hitting them because there we go. Don't know where the sidewalk is and the sidewalk ends. Oh, people doing donuts out there. Yeah, it's right up there, the sun. That's the sun peeking through the clouds because it's we got a lower cloud level or producing this storm. It's not a high atmospheric event. So, hey, Buckies. Nice to see you again. Thanks for checking in. Where is this? East Tennessee. Near the Smoky Mountains. What is this? It's snow. Okay, you haven't seen it before. What is this? Where is this? Did you read my question? I sure did. And I answered it in both. Lucianne, hi. Nice to see you here. Thanks for joining. It's not our normal content, but I figured I'd get out here and talk a little bit and answer some questions. A lot of stuff going on the channel. Stuff going on in life. I would fall and probably get hurt. Plus, they got like boots on that are like not made for running. So I will not be running. Besides, I haven't run in like probably years. So that in and of itself is going to be a challenge. But also, cowboy work boots. Yeah, they aren't made for walking. That's just what I'll do. Now, even with my gloves on, my fingers are frozen. So I'm gonna kind of head back where it's blurry outside my window. Yeah. All right. Whew, it is cold. My fingers are frozen. Hopefully there's some nice hot water for me when I get upstairs for like a tea or a coffee or something. I don't know what yet. Maybe just some hot water in general. That would be nice. It's not windy at all, actually. What you're hearing is the crunching of my feet on the snow and then the freeway noise. People on the freeway driving. No wind. Like, you can look at the trees and they ain't moving at all. So, hey there, Regiment. I think I said that right. If I didn't, I apologize. Hello. Thanks for checking in. We are walking in the snow. There. I don't know how much longer because my hands are frozen. Even though I got gloves on. Hey, gamer girl. Yeah, I don't know. Hot cocoa sounds amazing, but I gotta be careful. So maybe I really want coffee. I really want that hot chocolate. I don't even know how to make it. Maybe I can use some chocolate syrup or something. Some almond milk. Heat that up. I'll figure it out. I'll make something when I go upstairs. All right. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out. I wanted to go live in the snow, so yeah, definitely patriotic early. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, absolutely. If you're new here, appreciate if you subscribe, like, and comment on the videos. Go back to some of the older ones. Let me know you watched this one. And we're live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 o'clock Eastern. So you can check me out there and come on the chat and have some fun. So now I'm walking directly into the snow as opposed to away from it. And it is pelting me in the face. Yeah. It's crazy how like blurry it is out. Too, like just hazy, and from the levels of snow you can just barely read some of the signs up ahead. So again, all this slush here is because of they plowed a bunch of times, but also threw a lot of salt and de-icer down a couple days ago when we had the ice storm. And kind of stuck a bit, but they definitely have plowed some of this. And let's see how much back it is. But yeah. I was gonna drive around and show some spots, but I really don't want to be on the road, so it's the best I can do right now. So thank you guys for hanging out. Let's go look at the little pond over here. There's a little pond in this little area over here. Most of it's frozen over. Usually ducks over here, but yeah, they're not there now. Looks like there's some kind of animal back over there between the trees. Some kind of moving a little bit. It's not a dog because there's no owner around. There's little jackrabbits and stuff coming out trying to find some food. Yeah, maybe a bear. You're right, could be. Wouldn't surprise me. Go back that way. Let's go through this parking lot here. I think it's a rock, actually. I think it's a rock. So this lake here, because of the fountain, not flooded over or frozen over. The edges are because the hot water or the warm water didn't reach back there yet. Yeah, I think it's just rocks, actually. And we come over to this side. This fountain area is kind of the same thing. Here's some birds. So, see how this is, it's frozen over here, and then not frozen there, and then frozen down there. This lake usually has two of those water features going. The one over there is not working, so it's not circulating the water, so it's freezing over. But I remember 2 years ago, our big storm, our ice storm that lasted, I think it was like 10 days we were inside, 14 days. This was a sheet of ice for a really long time. Even with the thing on, I think the pipes even froze, so the water feature didn't even work. Well, coming up to the end of our walk here, I do have to get in my car and drive to another location, but I don't want to do that on camera. So I come down here because it's usually a quieter walk scene. Yeah, the freeway's there, but it's got some trails and some walking features and stuff like that. So this stuff usually doesn't get too many people down here to mess it up a bit. So yeah, freeway's right on that side over there. But other than that, I think we're kind of golden, guys. Whew. I got my hands in my pocket, in my glove, and they are still frozen. Only my left hand. My right hand holding the phone, I'm good. My left hand is like, yeesh. All right. Let's go back. I was gonna cut through here, but I don't know if I should. Oh, you know what I will? There's a little bench over here. I'll show you guys what it looks like on the bench, looking out over the water. All right. You see over there where it's kind of gets white again. That's where I was talking about earlier, that little icy part. And then, of course, on the shoreline a little bit here. Yeah, in summertime, there's like turtles and ducks and a whole bunch of fish in here. People actually come and fish here where they're not supposed to, but there's a lot of stuff here. Pure white snow. Not deep enough for snow cream, unfortunately. A couple more inches maybe, but not quite, unfortunately. All right, under a covered gazebo, but still, good amount of snow on the table. Let's see here. Here we go. Oh yeah. See how long that lasts. I'll come back in a day or so, see if it's still here. Prosperity Lounge. All right, well, not getting snow on my face actually has warmed my hand up a little bit, so. So let's go look at the freeway. I don't know if I can get out there. Oh, over here I can. See the traffic flow is like. Yeah, I can do that. Noxie, come back and check it later. That means I gotta get dressed, I gotta get warm again, I gotta go back out. I may or may not do that. We'll see. There's a big pile here. Had a plow service come through this parking lot, I guess. But you can see it's still all covered again. So, yeah. Sun's getting a little brighter, but yeah, another life. You're right. Probably would have got a lot more views on Facebook Live than I did right now, so probably do that later instead. Let's see if I can go to both using my mobile app. Well, that's going to be all from me, guys. That's going to be all from me. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of the winter weather here. A little bit of the snow. I gotta do a stupid thumbnail. Ready? Oh, snow. Ooh, look at snow. Like I've never seen it before. There we go. Anyway, time to get in my car and warm up. Get to my next destination safely. Maybe I'll be back here later to check out the area again, see if anything changes. But that's all, folks. Until next time, stay faithful, stay fearless, and remember, freedom lives within action meet. The lounge is always open. Never closing. It's always open. So is your next breakthrough. This is the Prosperity Lounge.